Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be. Case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Watson, and an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Here's Penny on the counter. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He's set. 19. Mike 58 right there. Let's go, defense. Hey, man, to the pass. Show it up. Show it up.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
You better be afraid of me. Get your car.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
This is it. 19. 26. 54.
Houston Texans touchdown. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Blue draw, quarter. Snap.
On first down, Purdy. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hatch it. Check. Check your hot reach.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Texans' 44-yard line. High 7. Get it.
2nd and 4. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific. Competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Echo. 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
36. Hey, box drop. Hey, go.
On 4th down, Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Time to the tailback. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Hey, exit.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Crunch! Crunch! Hey, check right! Watching you five!
Look at me, zipper!
55! I got it!
Hit it!
Throwing again. Purdy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Texans 14, Bills 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Purdy. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Returning, it's Benjamin.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Hit the air, boy. 31. We ain't give over orders. Shift. Hey, alert 3. Shift. 81. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
On 2nd and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Check 52.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Purdy. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36.
30 base.
3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Hey, Sam off.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 25. Check 25.
Get it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
70.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Pull it high.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yep.
At the 25-yard line.
Mike 55.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Ready?
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Go.
From the gun, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go, baby.
The offense retains possession.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, Benjamin. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10. At the Bills' 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Come. Smooth.
Mike, 55.
Operating from the gun. Purdy hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 3.
Go.
Take down. 81. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the gun on third down. Purdy is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive play. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Ready?
To throw on third down. Purdy. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Benjamin. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. Benjamin's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on second down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah. Motion. Mike, 55. Right there. Get it.
On third down, Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he he will score. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to... Put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Here's Watson, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Watson trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get the security deposit back.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
80 weapons.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off play action. Purdy. He's going to fire one deep over. And that's caught inside the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Watson on first down. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
54, 30 base.
Keep it up, guys. Big air.
Hustle.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Box drop.
To throw on second down. Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Open man, here's Foster. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Exit, 10 logo.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Snap.
From the gun, Purdy. There he goes inside the 30. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receiver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
What is that? 19, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Let's go.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Watson, off play action. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On first down, Wiley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 50.
Now, shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build.